All right, guys, we're working on our mighty montage. To begin, we're going to go over to Illustrator, make sure that's all open, go to Canvas, open up 3/11, and then we're going to save it as mighty montage. Place your montage sketch, which is a TIFF file, into the montage document. You will need to navigate over to the canvas. So we're going to go back to Canvas and we get this montage sketch, get that to get downloaded, just like we've done before. Now we're going to go to Illustrator, we're going to go to File, Place, navigate over to your Downloads folder. I have to wait for mine to come up. So I'm going to click on this PC, click on Downloads, and then you're going to just scroll through until you find that montage sketch. Go ahead and click on it and hit place. And we're just going to click once on our artboard. Double click on your hand tool so you can see your image full screen, and go ahead and grab that pen tool, drag the montage sketch over to the center of your document, and then lock it. So go to Object, Lock, Selection. Set your fill color to none. Now your book wants you to set the stroke to black, which you can click on your swatch too, and then your weight to 1 point. You're going to use the pen tool to create a four-sided polygon tool for the neck. So polygon, not polygon tool. So we're going to go back and grab that pen tool, and we're going to create a four-sided polygon for the neck. Let's deselect. I'm going to hit Control, click to deselect, and now we're going to draw the whiskers. So we're just going to click and draw, hit Control, deselect, click and draw, Control, deselect. If you don't want to hit Control, you can come over here. This is the long way. Click on your selection tool, click your artboard to deselect. But the easier way is to use your shortcut key, which is to hit Control and then click your artboard. Control, click. All right, let's blow up on your image so you can see it better. And this is what we have so far. Save your work. And let's move on. The second part says draw curved lines. Using the pen tool, draw an oval for the eye. So what I'm going to do to help you guys out, and I highly suggest you guys do this too. This is a practice that I involve in my work and what I've been teaching students for a long time. We're going to take our stroke and we're going to actually change the color of it. I'm going to use a bright red so we can see what we're doing. So we can definitely see the difference between our line and the lines that already exist. Let's blow up on our eye and move it over a little bit. It's easiest if you blow up. So now we're going to take that pen tool nice and close so you guys can see everything that I'm doing. All right, we'll begin by clicking. I'm holding the mouse button down and dragging that arm out to set the curve. I'm setting the curve by dragging the arm out. I'm going to come all the way over to the top and set the curve again, dragging to set that curve. Now here's where I need to set a corner point. So I'm going to actually click and drag, but then with my mouse button is pressed down, I'm going to press and hold Alt to create that corner point. Okay, let go of Alt. And then once again, I'm going to just click once here, and that's going to create a straight line here, but we've got a corner point and a corner point. If you need to go back and adjust any of the handlebars on your document, you can do that. to make it look nice. You will get graded on craftsmanship on this project, so I'm really going to be looking for the fewer the anchor points, the better, because that creates better craftsmanship. And I'm going to look to see that you really tried hard to follow along with the lines and make a nice work of art. So let's deselect, grab that pen tool, and we're going to create a crescent moon shape for the actual lid. So I'm going to start over here on the edge and drag out and drag out. Try and go over your previous line. Drag out, press and hold Alt. Drag up because this is going to be a crescent moon shape. Then over here, click and drag. Come back into contact with your original, and I'm going to press and hold Alt and click down a little bit and let go. So we're going to continue with this right eye. Grab that pen tool again, and I'm going to move through this pretty quickly so that I have time to hopefully get through this video, giving you enough information, but not making this video boringly long. So here I've clicked and dragged. Now I'm going to press and hold Alt, change the directional handle. The line will point to the direction that the pen is going to come out from. Then let go of my mouse button, let go of Alt, and then once again I'm going to press and hold Alt and click a directional handle again to make that a corner point and that a corner point. All right, so let's do the crescent moon shape for the lid. Press and hold Alt, change the directional handle. And I want to make sure that this eyelid goes over the edge. And I'm actually going to do one more corner point here. Press and hold Alt, bring that up, and then click when I come in contact with the, well, I didn't. Okay, so I'm going to hit enter on this. And I'm going to click my selection tool. Here's where I've kind of made some mistakes. So I'm going to click my selection tool, click to deselect, and then the computer or the program may have eliminated some of those extra. Okay, so I have some extra anchor points here that I don't need. Do you see that? So let's eliminate one of those anchor points while we're doing it. And I also want to make sure these two are connected. So let's grab our direct selection tool. I'm going to hold this anchor point and move it out. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so you can see how they're not connected. Okay, they need to be connected. So I'm going to grab that pen tool and click on the delete anchor point tool. I can delete this anchor point, I can delete this anchor point, and go back to where the path ends here. Go back and grab my, you can use your anchor point tool, and I'm going to click this anchor point and get it going again. Press and hold Alt. Well, I'm not going to hit Alt. I won't be able to do that. Okay, so let's go to a regular pen tool. Now I'm going to press and hold Alt, click that anchor point, grab a directional handle, and then now once again I'm going to hit Alt again and come in contact with that point. I can use my direct selection tool and then smooth this out a little bit. The other thing I might want to do is eventually get rid of this anchor point. But for now, we'll just keep it where it's at. Okay, so let's move on to the ear. We'll start with this ear. Make it nice and big. And then grab that pen tool. Click and drag the direction that you're going. Don't worry about the fact that you're going over the whiskers or you're going over the jaw and the other objects. We will change the order of the objects. Now I'm going to press and hold Alt on my keyboard, come in contact with that point, and there it is. Hit Alt, come in contact with that point, and drag out. All right, grab your hand tool, move that over, and we're going to do this here. And I'm just going to move through this pretty quickly. Remember that when you're doing these shapes, the fewer the anchor points, the better. And Alt is your friend when you need to change the direction of your objects. So I'm going to do we've got the ears, I'm going to do the jaw. Let's blow up on the nose, make it pretty big so we can see what we're doing. You can even change the color of the line so you can see it better. I'll take that back to red. And then I'm going to deselect my path and then change the color of my path so we can see the nose pretty good. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go and do the head. I'll start right up here. When I'm moving things around, if you just hit your space bar, you can move things around so you can see them better. Hit Alt. This part of your head is going to be covered, so it really does not matter where you put this line. It'll all be covered up. And then I'm going to hit Alt, grab that point, and drag it out. Okay. So we've done our nose, our jowl, we need to do the tongue. Okay, tends to be where people struggle the most. The nice thing about doing the jaw or doing the tongue is that the front, let's hit Alt and change the direction. So we have that nice curve. All of this is actually behind the jowl, so it doesn't matter. You can just go wherever you want. Here, this is the important shape. All right, so we've done the tongue, we've done the right ear, the head. Let's work on the hat. We're going to go ahead and trace this hat. This is going to be a creative project and you can totally change the shape of your hat, but let's just go ahead and make this for now, and then we can go back later and I'll show you plenty of examples of how you can change your dog. Okay. The last thing we're going to do is make 2 ovals for the eyes. There's one. We can click it and move it down a little bit. And then we'll make another one here. And we can actually rotate the object if we wanted to rotate it a little bit. And we're done with that. I'll continue this second section on filling in our objects and creating the pseudo stroke, and then giving our art some personality on the next video.